The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Anthony Dorsett, DeMontre Moore, and Newy Scruggs.
It's that time for the Players Lounge right here from the Star in Frisco, Texas, headquarters of the Dallas Cowboys. Got Anthony Dorsett in the house, former NFL player. Got DeMontre Moore, former Dallas Cowboy and Texas A&M Aggie. Aggie's getting busy against the Miami Hurricanes. College football playoffs. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. And I'm Newy Scruggs. All right. Barry Church is gone all week.
You know,
hey, man.
It's be nice, man.
Hey, when you got that Shad Khan bag and the bag that keeps on getting, I always say to him, man, you get a Jacksonville Jaguars on like a Christmas card every year. It's like, hey, man, thanks for that bag, man.
I would.
Every year.
Sure.
Every year. Go ahead. Hey, I appreciate you.
I would actually probably go take that man out to eat once a year.
I wouldn't go that far.
I wouldn't go that far. He got more money than me. But I'm going to go down there and figure something out. What he say? I'm going to offer and hope that he don't accept it.
Write it off, Barry.
Write
it off.
He can write it.
I wonder. I mean, I do wonder how many owners get just cards from their players or former players.
That's a great question.
That is a great question.
That's an awesome question.
Did you ever send one?
No, I haven't.
You ever send one? You ever thought about it?
I've thought about it, but I ain't got close enough to an owner now. Like people that I've actually had an impact with on that level, I still talk to them to this day. Like Mo Kelly, player development guys, like coaches. Coach Versace. So
you could. I'm telling you right now, man. You just go get your little holiday card. Just
I can't wait. I might
take it over to Tad right now. Just hey, man, get this to Jerry.
I mean, I feel like because this is the second time that I'm working for him. So yeah, but I think those things come across cheesy. Like
kindness.
It's not kindness, but it's like, hey, why are you reaching out to me now all of a sudden? It's just like players. Like you start talking to me. If we didn't have that relationship, like
let me tell you,
it's forced.
AD was Al Davis. We used to have this running joke because he used to tell me I had the best initials, right? Mm-hmm. And I used to be like, why? Because they my dad's. He'd be like, nah, they was mine first.
True.
Very true. But Mr. Davis was the type of owner, dude, that like you would get that anonymous phone call, private number, right? And of course, we typically you ain't answer, but you pick it up. It was normally Fudgy, his assistant. Hey man, Mr. Davis just wants to talk to you real quick, just checking on you. And I mean, he did this for years after
on the red.
I wasn't even playing for him no more. You know what I mean? And it was just like it was honestly one of those type of things that I appreciate the side relationship that me and him had as far as the communication and the laughter and the jokes and everything else like that. Because, like you say, how often do you actually get that close to an owner?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so playing for Bud Adams, like I never really had a conversation with him. He confused me for Al Del Greco one day, who was the kicker. You know what I'm saying? So, it goes to say like that would have been an awesome gesture. It would be.
And that's why I've thought about it. Like if there was anybody that I said I was going to do it for, it would have been the Raiders organization because every birthday, every holiday, I get something from them where it's like it's not just a cookie cutter message. It's like literally it's personalized. Mm-hmm. And so when you have those personalized messages, it kind of makes you want to, but also it's like the hierarchy, like, how do you really get access to the owner's information? Do you just send it to the organization and they put it in his mailbox like they do us?
I'm sure.
Like those are the questions that
Tad Carper's around all the time. Tad's got to go. Man, hey, look, I got this. Can you get you Jerry? Boom. That's simple.
Well, shoot. Well, hey,
there you go.
I appreciate it.
There you go. All right, Cowboys taking on the Chargers Sunday.
Uh-oh.
The Chargers are a very fundamentally sound football team. They are a very well-coached football team. They're a team that's headed to the playoffs. The Cowboys have a slim chance of being in the playoffs. They need to win 3 games. They need Philadelphia to lose 3 games. That's the only way they get in the playoffs. As former players, what is a Thursday work week like knowing that Sunday Philadelphia wins, you're done?
I mean, well, it's one of those type of things. Whereas, of course, you go into it hoping for the best, and I don't want to say expecting the worst or anything like that. So you go into it hoping for the best, and like I think we said, like by the time the Cowboys play, Philly would have already played, so they'll know if that game actually. It means something regardless if they lose or not. It means something in the I guess you could say in the spectrum of finishing strong,
professional world.
Yeah, and doing what you got to do. But it's just that it starts off like with a great purpose. But of course, once you figure out if it's not going in the direction you want, and like Philly's already won, yeah, you'll start off, but it'll start to tail off eventually, man. The momentum starts to go down. The reality of the situation starts to set in, and you just got to deal with it, unfortunately. But hopefully something will happen for them. It's a slim chance, but hopefully something will happen for them.
Man, you can't be laughing at that. I mean, when it comes to approach this week, your approach doesn't change. It's the same week in, week out, however you're going to do this and do that. Now, from a personal mindset, it's just going to switch. Like, the intensity of the game is still the game. You got to go out there and play, but you go from saying, hey, we're playing for the playoffs to now you sitting there saying, oh, our season's over with. Well, guess what? I'm interviewing these next 3 games and trying to spice up that free agency market. So there's still something on the line. And it's like that old quote from Friday. Hey, man, if you ain't going to arrest nobody on your way to the jailhouse, at least just whoop some A on the way. And that's really the mindset that at least I had as a player and my friends did.
So the other thing, just kind of looking at it larger, you've got a game on Sunday at home. You got to turn around Thursday, play at Washington on Christmas Day.
Division.
So Washington is playing Philadelphia Saturday. Mm-hmm. So Washington actually gets an extra day of rest than you do, and they don't have to go on the road. Mm-hmm. So the Commanders get a definite advantage over you. So this is an interesting week where, hey, you're not just practicing right now for the Chargers. You also got to get ready for the Commanders game on Christmas. And as a player, how do you get yourself right considering today, all right, with 18th, you got to get, if you got a family and whatnot, how do you get Christmas all this done as you try to do your job?
That question, it's a great question because the previous question really kind of ties into this. It's what happens this weekend is that's what's going to predicate next week, Christmas and stuff like that. Hey, we're playing for the playoffs and stuff like that. When you're playing for that playoff, it's like, hey, football is important, but now that you know you're not playing for the playoffs, it's like, hey, I'm interviewing, but I'm also trying to spend time with my family. I'm going up here playing a divisional game that's kind of meaningless. So now you have either the guys that are really mad that they got to go up there, so they're going to punish whoever's across from them, and then you got the other guys that are thinking about, hey, how can I hurry up and get home? And those are typically your guys that are contract that know they're guaranteed to come back for next year and do all that. But for all the other guys, like for me, I was on the back end of the roster. It was, hey, we'll celebrate Christmas a couple of days afterwards because this is an interview. Next year's not promised, especially on a losing team.
Because on Christmas Eve, teams normally fly up the day before because the game is on Christmas. I want to say it's like a 1 o'clock game, 12 or 1 o'clock game on Christmas Day. So you've got to get up there on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. And if you're going all the way across the country, some teams normally leave 2 days early. So really your holidays get pushed back almost a week afterwards because football is first.
How do you prep for it?
Well, it depends on, like, for me, I always have family coming in town, you know what I mean? So my mom, she's in town right now, speaking of family. But anytime that was going on, of course, it depended on who and where you were playing and everything else like that. But at the same time, it was football first. You keep the main thing. All right, and then everybody in the family already understands that they have to maneuver around what's going on with the football game and traveling and everything else like that. But like Trey said, it's an audition. Every Sunday, every game is an audition. But at the same time, like who wants to go get their butt whooped on Christmas?
Boy,
get their butt whooped on Christmas,
TV.
And everything else like that. So you're going out there, you're putting your best foot forward, and it's no other. It's not like any other day, of course, because it's Christmas, but you got to handle it like it's every day.
3 games are on Christmas, by the way, this year. So
wow.
The Cowboys and Commanders, that's a 12 o'clock game on Netflix.
Okay.
In Central Time Zone, by the way. Then it's Lions and Vikings after that. And then the nightcap is going to be the Broncos and the Chiefs.
So we're trying to take it from the NBA, huh?
Mm-hmm. So, took.
Okay. Everybody say it's gone.
Yeah.
Been gone.
Tell you what Brian, crying about it. Brian mad at the NFL.
Hey, man.
Christmas is our day. It was.
It was.
Check it in.
And
Check
all
it in.
good things must come to an end.
Brian, you got Taco Tuesday. Be happy, bro.
This is true. This is very much true. So your Christmas Day games in the NBA, by the way, Christmas on Thursday. The Mavericks are at the Warriors. So that's a 4:00 game. Cavs at Knicks, the NBA Cup champion Knicks. Spurs at Thunder. Rockets at Lakers. So Bron is playing. And then you got Timberwolves Nuggets. So
Brian got
How many games they got? 5?
5, man. 5 games on Christmas Day. That's dirty work.
Is it? This is what you signed up for.
5? Do we need 5 games?
I mean, they gotta have 5 games to compete with what happened last year. It's like, hey man, we gotta give you options.
Yeah, that's a lot of games.
So that Knicks Cavs game is at 11 a.m. They're going up against the Cowboys,
Exactly.
the Commanders. Even though they got an hour head start, good luck with that.
Mm-hmm.
Spurs Thunder, that's 1. That's 1:30.
Who they competing with?
Still Cowboys.
Still a Cowboy game. Yeah, good luck with all that, man.
Yeah.
Then the Mavs and the Warriors, that's 4:00. So the Cowboy game should be ending at that point.
There you go. You're gonna switch over. You got Cooper
Yeah,
out here
these
doing
Dallas
his thing.
fans are going to want to watch Cooper Flag.
Exactly. San Antonio got some fans too, but not like that. It's gonna be a good day.
It's going to be a ratings disaster for the NBA versus the NFL.
But it'll be good for us because while you at home flipping them channels, you know you're gonna get the every few hours is gonna be something else going on.
Oh, if you're a fan, you know,
Yeah,
your Christmas Day is going to be good because if you do Christmas in the morning, you get your stuff all, get your presents all out the way, sit around here, watch TV, and then food comes.
PJs all day, man.
Give me my food, man. Forget the gifts. Forget everything else. Give me the dressing with the driblet sauce and the gravy.
Are you here?
I'm gonna be here.
You here?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up?
Be like 73 degrees.
Word. That's gonna be.
I'll
crazy.
take that. I love that.
And my stepfather, so my mother and my stepfather, they live in West Palm. So, of course, they're going to appreciate this good weather right now. So, and him coming here, he'll be here next week. So that 73 is going to fall right in line with Florida.
Man, the way it's been cold out here, Jack Frost. Normally around Christmas time, it'd be negative, and I'd be like, yo, I got to put the stuff on the faucet so it don't freeze, but I'm glad.
So, interesting time when you start to think about the Cowboys. You get the Chargers on Sunday, turn around and have to go up and face Washington on Christmas Day. Now, looking at it, having to play Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day. Now, look, yes, you're paid, you're professional, all that. Still, that's something. And you have to have a good relationship with your family and really walk and make people understand about this is what we do.
They understand.
They already understand.
They understand. Everybody that's once you make it here, everybody that's been part of that ride, they go along for the ride. I've never had a situation in my family where they was like, I can't believe you got to play today. It's just a part of the whole thing, and it actually brings the camaraderie to the family together because now you're gonna have more people in the place trying to watch what you doing. Hope so it's just it adds to it, and I don't I think that anytime you got a chance to play prime time, it don't matter if it's Christmas, don't matter if it's Thanksgiving, you got that prime time game. Everybody watching you. That's what you want. Yep. You want that Monday night feel all the time.
Well, hopefully they can get back quick. Since it's a early game, get the game over with, get on the bird, get on back home, fly home.
I was about to say that is the best part about it when you got the early games because it's like you get the prime time exposure because the holiday everybody's going to be watching, but then you get to get back early enough to where you can enjoy the late game.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so you'll be able to come back late, maybe get some food, hug your kids, do all that kind of stuff. Right. When we come back from the break. Who's playing better quarterback right now, Justin Herbert or Dak Prescott? Let's dive into that next, right here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming on DallasCowboys.com.
Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans here, sharing that same team that brought you Buffalo, bringing NFL casino games that show America's team on and off the reels. Aristocrat is changing the game with a new experience. Football fans, this means you can pick your team and play your team. Check out the Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Returning for the 2025 NFL season, Boss reunites with the Dallas Cowboys to drop the next chapter of their iconic collaboration. The Boss Cowboys collection fuses fashion and football once again, capturing the fearless spirit of what it means to be your own boss. Just in time for kickoff, gear up in standout styles that show your team pride with a bold edge. Available now at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, HugoBoss.com, and Boss retail stores. Hashtag be your own boss.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Get in the game this holiday season with the Dallas Cowboys Youth Football and Dance Camp presented to you by Invisalign. Athletes ages 6 to 16 take the holiday hustle to football camps on December 23rd and the 27th. Future DCC Sparkles with America's Sweetheart on December 27th. Spend your holiday break learning from the best. Visit DallasCowboys.com/camps to learn more.
Demontre Moore,
Go,
appreciate
boy.
you very much. Players Lounge brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming. Anthony Dorsett is here, former NFL players. Dabs, former Dallas Cowboy. Tony Dorsett, the Hall of Famer. Trey, former Dallas Cowboy and played for other teams. These gentlemen have some rooting interest tonight from their alma maters. Trey of Texas A&M, Anthony Dorsett of the Pitt Panthers. It is the Aggies taking on Pitt in the women's Final Four.
Of volleyball.
Volleyball.
David and Goliath. Y'all
So
been there.
the other bracket has
every
got
year.
Wisconsin and Kentucky. Pitt is the number 1 seed. A&M's a 3 seed.
Yep.
5:30 p.m. on ESPN. The big one.
big
ESPN, not the Ocho,
No, sir.
not the Deuce, not the Plus. ESPN.
What do you say? We just honored to be in y'all presence, man. After that great game we had against Nebraska leading up to this, they had record-breaking viewers and stuff. I'm just excited. These young ladies, you hear about some of the great stories. One of our stoppers, she actually played at Baylor and was medically forced to retire.
Oh, yeah.
And came out of retirement, and now she's leading our team. And so I'm happy to be here, man.
That's good, man. Well, you know, one thing about it is Pitt volleyball has been doing good for a number of years, and they seem to make it to the finals or to the tournament every year. So, you know, congratulations to A&M on making it there, but it's just part of the process,
Yeah.
to, you know, on the way
So
to
what's
the
going to be on
championship.
it? What you guys got on it? A little something.
We're not here for your entertainment, but I'm willing to talk.
Hey, man, we
We'll
talk
off air.
You know, we
Look, hey, you know how we do. But I am gonna say, I don't know what it is, but you know how Instagram like gets your algorithm and you start talking about a lot of stuff. And I feel like since y'all have been talking about how great Pitt is, they've been popping up on all my algorithms, and I'm like, bro, really? There's no way. The basketball game and all this other stuff, and now you got volleyball. I'm like, I can't get away from it.
I thought you was gonna say the algorithm was on LeBron and Jordan.
It's on that too. Y'all have, bro, every week, whatever we're talking about in the group chat, like I just started getting videos of clips. So now I'm getting LeBron flopping videos in my algorithm. And I'm like, yo,
It's a
get out
lot.
of here. No.
There are a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Justin Herbert is the quarterback of the Chargers. They are a 10-4 football team. He's got 391 yards passing this year, 23 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. On the other side, Dak Prescott on a team that's on a struggle bus. But Dak, individually, 3,931 yards, 26 touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
What was Herbert's total number?
Basically 23 and 12. And he's got 3,100 yards, basically 3,200 yards. Dak's basically at 3,900. So Dak's going to go over 4,000 yards this weekend when they face each other.
Yeah.
But how do you view the quarterbacks? Because these are two highly paid guys, two guys that are well thought of across this league and what they're doing right now.
For me, when you view the quarterbacks, both of them are talented in their own rights, but I'm going to say Dak is the bigger threat. Dak, with the numbers that he's producing, like, yes, his defense isn't doing that, but it's like, hey, we know this guy's going to go out here and do that. And so if me as a pass rusher going into game week, I'm going to be a little more scared of Dak versus Herbert, especially with him having a hurt hand right now. So
I think that when you compare the two quarterbacks, Dak is definitely the more prolific as far as what he's been able to do over his career and what he's doing this year too as well. I think that Justin right now he's been playing well, playing through the injuries and everything that goes along with that. But that being said, you got the number one, or Dak is part and has been part of the number one ranked offense. Regardless if they've been up or down, the offense still has been able to produce. So I'm going to say Dak is definitely the better of the two right now. And
multiple times throughout his career as well. So, I'm going to go with the proven product in Dak Prescott versus Justin Herbert. I feel like granted he is the younger quarterback, but we're just now starting to see, hey, this is really the Herb show. He's starting to blossom and develop and get his legs as an NFL quarterback.
Cowboys number one offense in total yards, number one offense in passing this year. So that's where they're at right now. But at the same time, too, Jim Harbaugh's not about passing the ball. Jim wants to run that ball, wants to play physical football. And I give Justin Herbert and Dak Prescott credit for doing what it is they're asked to do. Yeah. You guys play in this league. A lot of times, maybe some of the best parts of your skills are not used because the scheme is this is what's required of you. So do what the game asks you to do, as Ron Washington used to say in baseball. I remember arguing one day with guys Troy Aikman never really threw for a whole lot of touchdowns. Because that's not what they asked him to do. Yeah. Right. A lot of times when you're trying to break down football players, look at the scheme. What is it you're trying to ask that player to do? They don't want Justin Herbert to have a 400-yard passing game. That's not what they're looking for. He's got talent to do it. They're not asking to do that. Yeah. Harbaugh's running a different type of system. And I just think when you look at what both guys are asked to do, they give a lot to Dak. Yeah. They've got weapons. Get it down the football field. He's doing that.
When I look at Justin, I from a physical standpoint and from just some play, he has that same skill set and that same toolbox as Josh Allen. Body-wise, arm, talent, everything to go along with it. You know what I mean? And just like you said, it's the temperament of the game. I know I could take over at any point in time that I could possibly want to, but what do I do to stay in the confines of the game to make this best situation for our team and everybody else like that? Because when Josh Allen, when Buffalo gets into a place where Josh got to take over the game, there's no accountability for that dude. You know what I mean? He's just that great of an athlete. And like I said, I see the same characteristics. I see some of the same traits coming from Justin too as well.
I was telling somebody the other day, we were asking about it, I said, remember, this guy was putting up a whole bunch of numbers when he was at Oregon, the Pac-12. So, once again, it's what are they asking you to do? And that's so much of where I feel people look, stats don't tell the whole story. Right. They don't always tell the whole story. And Troy Aikman's case, to me, is one of the, all right, do you guys know, what do you think the most touchdowns Troy ever threw in a year?
In a year?
In a year. Just the most. Give him a number of touchdown passes you think Troy, the most he ever threw in a year.
26.
I'll probably say 18.
23.
23.
Now, obviously, they have allowed so many more rules, and you could throw the ball a heck of a lot more.
Say it's a different game.
But it was just the whole premise of we've got Emmitt Smith. We're going to run the football here. Third downs. When we needed, Troy goes, and he did. The guy was a master. When he had to go throw, he could. And so I was just educating a youngster on. I was like, man, do not look at Troy Aikman's numbers. And I said, did you know he's the winningest quarterback in the 90s? Nobody won more games. What Troy was about was winning football. And the Cowboys ran the ball. Emmitt Smith becomes the NFL's all-time leading rusher. It's kind of hard to have the NFL's all-time leading rusher who played with you most of his career and go up and throw prolific numbers. Because somebody's trying to, Matt Ryan's got 50,000 yards passing and Eli doesn't, Troy doesn't. Are we really doing that?
He had to. And that's...
The rules have changed, but at the same time, too, do you really think, based on those numbers, that Eli and Matt Ryan were better quarterbacks than Troy Aikman or could throw the ball better? Like, no. So it's all about the context is what I come back into all the time with just looking at things in life. What's the context? No. The context for a guy like Justin Herbert, he's playing good football. His head coach is wanting to run the football more. And Dak Prescott's playing really good football. You look at the totality of the year, and they need him to be good in this offense area. It revolves around 4.
Yeah. But I think, and the only reason that I say I'm going to lean towards Dak a little bit more is, like, as a pass rusher, he scares me more taking off on the run, his legs actually taking on, like, dropping his shoulder and the hit. So when I say, hey, like, do I want to tackle Justin Herbert or Dak Prescott? One, I want to tackle both of them. But if I said who is more likely to give you that X factor and that trucking factor, I think 4 has the edge there. So, like, what we've seen from him, that's what makes him a little more dangerous. Now, granted, Justin Herbert hasn't had to run like that and scramble and put the team on his back because, like you said, he's had weapons around him. He had Keenan Allen, he had a 1A and a 1B type of receiver throughout his career, and then you had a running back there that was doing it, and the defense is playing extremely well. We didn't have to see him in those dire situations that we've seen Dak. And so with Dak having that pressure, that's why I'm like, okay, I know what you're going to do in a dire situation. I know if the game's on the line, you can go put up 40-something points if need be.
Dak leads the NFL, by the way, in pass.
Really?
Yeah. Number 1, 3,931 yards. I mean, the dude's been slinging it this year.
He wasn't top 5 for MVP? That's crazy. I took this long to get.
You got to win, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Winning, when you're not winning, man, it's hard to try to put anybody up there right now. Because it's like this gets used when you're on a team that's not winning. How many of your stats are hollow? Now we know they need Dak Prescott to win, but those are the kinds of things that come up there and people start talking about.
So the hollow stats would be late in the game when the game is basically out of reach. You
Kirk
putting up
Cousins.
some numbers.
If you play, I always tell people, if you play fantasy football, Kirk Cousins was always a good fantasy player. He wasn't a good, player live, but when it came, hey man, Captain Kirk down. 10 points, they slinging it, man. I mean, my man got. I won a fantasy league one time with Kirk Cousins, man, because dude put up numbers, and that's all you care about when you're playing fantasy football. Hey, give me my numbers. You don't care about the wins. It's about being matched up here. So that's what you need.
That's angry. That's aggravating. I used to hate playing people like that, like where you just be like, how did this even happen?
All about trying to find the matchups, baby. It's all about the matchups.
Mm-hmm. Styles and fights.
Right. You got that right there. Styles and fights right there. Okay, when we come back here, what do you do with Javonte Williams? Because he's going to be a free agent. That's a name we don't talk about enough. We don't. Mm-hmm. Because he's had one doggone good year. Do that next right here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming on DallasCowboys.com.
Life is a workout, and Smoothie King is here to help you power through. Whether you're maxing out overhead presses, pushing through chest flies, or being the hero your golden retriever needs to carry them over that scary bridge, Smoothie King has the fuel to help you go all out. Build muscle and boost your recovery with 45 grams of protein, 0 grams of added sugar, and delicious customizable ingredients in the Gladiator Smoothie. Available in chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. Only at Smoothie King.
Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans here, sharing that same team that brought you Buffalo, bringing NFL casino games that show America's team on and off the reels. Aristocrat is changing the game with a new experience. Football fans, this means you can pick your team and play your team. Check out the Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Celebrate the season at the Cowboys Christmas Extravaganza, powered by Reliant at the Star in Frisco. Join us every Friday and Saturday night from November 21st to December 20th for a electrifying holiday performance. For details, visit thestardistrict.com.
I saw that, boy.
Yeah.
It was the wheels was turning.
This is me, electrifying.
You can see it. How many syllables is this
Most
word?
electrifying. so
syllables.
So the word I always think about when The Rock would always say the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. So
Yeah, that's what I try to.
most electrifying man in sports entertainment. All right. Demontre Moore, appreciate it. He's a former Dallas Cowboy. You got Anthony Dorsett, former NFL player. I'm Newey Scruggs. So you're in the Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming. Javonte Williams. We talk about George Pickens the most. When we talk about free agent, George Pickens. We also talk about the kicker, Brandon Aubrey.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot forget about the running back. Before the season era, man, was the running game going to do? A lot of people, it wasn't me. A lot of people were doubting.
I was one of them guys.
Doubt Tar Heel, man, like that. But anyway, so Javonte, so when he was doing really well, like week 3, a bunch of people were like, man, where were y'all at training camp? I said, I was here. Remember that? He's like, yeah. We got him one-on-one. Mm-hmm. But he's been outstanding for this team. And the Cowboys got him on a 1-year deal. He's going to go to the marketplace. And clearly when he goes there, they're going to be suitors. One of the things that I was very impressed with the young man was how well he does in blitz pickup.
Yes.
And you saw it clearly when he went out the game because Malik Davis, hey, baby, he just couldn't hold up.
Right.
Yeah. So you take that for granted a little bit. 1,113 rushing yards for Javonte this year. That's what he's got. And he's got 10 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's some serious production.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't get very many attempts. Like, let's just keep it real.
How many attempts he got?
230.
230
carries. So he averages 4.8 yards a carry in 14 games.
What's the average attempts for starting running backs? Or is there like a...
Just break it down. If you had 10 games, most dudes gonna get 20 touches a game, right? So we at week 17.
I was about to say 20 is a lot. That's a running team. I feel like 15. Is that too much?
If you got two backs, okay, if you got the 2-back system,
and most people do,
yeah, they're gonna be. But
here's real simple. I got it for you right here. He's number 7.
All right,
he's number 7 in the league in attempts.
Oh yeah.
Jonathan Taylor's number 1 with 272. Javonte's number 7 at 230.
All right.
Okay.
And so, and it just, attempts is number 1 is Taylor.
We're saying he's getting about 17 attempts a game. Somewhere.
Yeah. Number 2 is Cook. Mm-hmm. Number 3, McCaffrey. Number 4, Saquon Barkley. Number 5, Bijan. Derrick Henry is 6, and there's Javonte right there at 7. Javonte, and you start looking at these backs. I mean, he's having a heck of a year, man.
Hey, how many of those dudes before him got more yards than him?
So
there were more attempts.
2.
Just 2?
Three.
Okay.
Taylor's got 1,400 yards.
He was MVP, man. He was
1,400 yards. Cook, Buffalo's got 1,400 yards.
Putting them on.
And then Bijan's got 1,100. Derrick Henry's got 1,100. And then Javonte's right there. So 4 guys ahead of Javonte. He's ahead of Saquon Barkley and Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
So that is pretty impressive thinking about and they play the same number of games. 14 games. Who would have wrote down after 14 games Javonte Williams have more attempts and yards than McCaffrey and Saquon Barkley. Actually, both of those guys have more attempts than him. McCaffrey's got him beat by 20, 30, almost 39 carries.
And they've missed games. McCaffrey has missed games with injuries, right?
He's played in 14.
He's played in 14? Okay.
I know one of the interesting stats with McCaffrey a couple weeks back, he at one point in time, he actually had the most touches in the league as far as carries. But to bring it back to Javonte, the original question, you definitely have to get this man signed. Nobody thought about him. He's an unsung dark horse. Statistics-wise, he's there. He's up there with like you said, guys like Saquon, Christian McCaffrey, who have arguably, Derrick Henry, have been the face of running back. But not even just from that. Think about what happened last year, like with Rico. Rico was a 1,000-yard running back, and it's like, oh, man, you take it for granted, and it's like, how many product of diamond gems that you didn't cultivate it, like, that you let get out? Like, and do you want to, this guy who was coming off an injury, Denver said, hey, you know, he's Jameer, he's not his old self coming off this major injury. And for him to be where he's at now, he's only getting better.
He's 25.
You gotta, like, he's a young running back. Get a key, lock him down, and bring somebody else in to help.
Whatever the Cowboys, whatever evaluation they got of him preseason, okay? And when I say preseason, I don't actually mean preseason as far as the preseason games. I'm talking about after they signed him, getting him in here, OTAs, mini camps, and everything else like that. Because the questions that I had, of course, was like, okay, who is going to do it, and like who's proven that they can do it? And so whatever they saw, that scope that they had on him was crystal clear, because he has done nothing but be everything, and probably a little bit more than what they expected from him.
So you say bring him back.
Oh, yeah.
You got to.
Yeah.
You got, now.
But wait. You say bring back George Pickens.
I said that too.
You say bring back Brandon Aubrey.
I said that too.
I don't know where you get all that money.
Somebody going to get tagged.
Somebody going to get tagged.
Okay.
If you're tagging one of the three, who do you tag?
Tagging George. I'm going to go get this kicker deal worked out. It's going to be a record-breaking contract because of who you are and what you've done to this team, and show you a little bit of love. But then now I got the wiggle room over there to go negotiate with the running back. The way the market is for running backs right now,
speak on it.
You're not going to just pay him crazy amount of money. You are, because yes, you did have a good year. What have you done for me lately? But you also got a major injury in your past. There's a lot of things where I can say, hey, let me get you down there. And then now once I get your contract situated, if I got enough cash out here to negotiate with George, we're going to negotiate. But if not, I'm going to hit you with a franchise tag, and, you know, we'll try to do that next year. And then you can also still do your transition tag with Brandon Aubrey and all these other guys to see and kind of gauge, like, I would honestly transition tag either Aubrey or Javonte, but one of those guys. So you can kind of gauge the market, and then now we got wiggle room to figure out, do we want to match that? And that's going to show you how important you are to the organization.
Rank those three in priority order.
I'll let you go first.
If I had to rank those three in priority order, let's see. I'm going to kicker, all right, because I got a solid receiver. I got a one in here already. If I didn't have that 1A in here already, I would probably have to look at that receiver situation. So I'm going to go with the kicker. I'm going to go ahead and get my kicker signed. Just like you said, after that, I'm going to put some type of tag on George. I got to keep him, you know. And if it's a transition or whatever, it's going to be a tag on him. And then I'm going to go to the running back. Because one thing about the running back is this, all right? Like you said, the market speaks for itself when it comes to that. We're going to have to see, like, what he actually wants out of that, you know, what he's going to, I guess, be asking for. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, with Brandon Aubrey, you got to do something with him immediately, because what he's been able to do, he's been able to keep this team in games just off of his foot alone. So, yeah, I go kicker, Pickens, running back.
I'm going to go kicker. Then I'm going to go running back. Then I'm going to go Pickens last, just because that's the bigger contract. I need to have more wiggle room as far as Brandon Aubrey. He's proven.
Last thing. The most replaceable of those three is?
Running back. By far, like, you can go find a guy like Bucky Irvin that'll be late in the draft, or like these unsigned guys.
Got you. What you got?
Running back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, to me,
no disrespect.
No. That's how you have to go into the negotiation. Hey, you start to just, okay, who do we want? How to prioritize them? Where, if we have to lose one, where can we go find that player? Quickest, easiest. There you go. All right.
Give us our three. Hold on. No, don't let them people leave them hanging like that. You got to give us your three, your importance.
Pickens 1, Aubrey 2, and then the running back. And I would say Pickens, based on, I know what my quarterback wants. Talking to Dak, he wants another receiver.
Okay.
And just knowing the running back market, be it through draft and free agency, is probably the easiest way for you to fill. And, oh, by the way, you did it this past offseason. Mm-hmm. So you at least have an understanding of what it is you want. Can you go find this again? Yeah, possibly. Of those three, that's the easiest and most one thing I think they can, like, okay, we can find. It's going to be hard to find other Pickens. It's going to be hard to find other Aubrey. Love Javonte and everything he brings and the kind of professionalism he does. But when we're starting to talk about we can't pay everybody, that's where I would look. All right, we got Thursday Night Football. We got the L.A. Rams against the Seattle Seahawks. And both teams, same record here. Rams have beaten Seattle earlier this year. Barry Church. Chris Bean, what did Barry Church go with since he's out skiing right now?
It's funny because I sent him the list, and he got right back to me. I'm like, are you on a plane? He goes, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, hey, nothing to do.
That PJ Wi-Fi.
Boy, yeah, that's exactly what I said. LA 28-21 is what he got.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
The Rams.
Hey, y'all know what I'm doing. It's another time, viewers. Y'all know what I'm going to say. My alma mater. Caw-caw. I think Sammy D. Hey, Sam Darnold and them boys get it done, man. It's going to be caw-caw.
Okay.
Seahawks. I think it's really going to be a shootout. I think this one's going to be a 32-28 situation.
32-28.
Or no, I'm sorry, 31-28. 31-28.
Give me the Rams. 26-21.
I got the Rams too. Oh yeah, I got the Rams. Give me Rams 33-28.
Oh, the lone wolf is at it again.
Lone wolf. So, Trayvon Diggs, by the way, had a knee issue yesterday. They also put hip, but it's no hip. They came back and said it was a mistake on the practice report. So I was like, oh, man, brother picked up one more, so it's just the knee. And they got to activate him this week. If they don't activate him this week, then he will be done for the year.
Mm. And is that because of the designated window?
Mm-hmm. Okay. IR. It's like if you don't bring him up now, you ain't get right. You don't get got. You don't get got. So this, and if they didn't play him against the Vikings, why would they play him now?
Because you still, like you said, all hands on deck. You still got a small sliver of hope for playoffs, and with everything that's going on, your owner is adamant of talking about the DC. You see Eberflus just got moved up to the top. Like,
owner said he wasn't healthy.
Yeah.
Said Diggs wasn't healthy. So.
Yeah.
But you also, even with you not healthy, you say all hands on deck. If there's a sliver of hope, we need everybody, no matter what. So this will let you know if he,
I think
where he stands.
I think it's already been said.
Last week, man. If you didn't play him last week, where you needed it, and he's performed well against the Vikings, and you said no, I think it's done. Yeah. But we shall see. We shall see.
We shall see.
Anthony Dorsett, appreciate it. Trey Moore, thank you. Producer Chris Beam, thank you. I'm Newey Scruggs. This has been the Players Lounge.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?